What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel. Oh, snap. And everything pop culture. And today, we are going to be doing our watch party and review for Skeleton Crew episode 4. Man, this show has been so good. It's been really good. I can't wait to continue this amazing story today. And I'm really excited to see what's in store for us, man. This has been a very family friendly episode, and I really liked it, yo. I really like how I really like how they're able to kind of capture every. I think they can capture everyone in the family with this show. I think they do a really good job of it. So I'm excited to see, where this goes and what we can see next for Star Wars. And I really do feel like they're going to be able to dig in with the lore. Like I think the lore is about to go crazy. I think the lore is about to go crazy with this. So I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Don't forget to drop all your thoughts, theories, and questions for Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 4 in the comment section down below. Yo, what's up with it, Marisu? How you doing? Good
Hello
evening.
there.
Hope you're having a good one, Miss Lady. I'm definitely having a good one. We for surely missed you around these parts, Marisu. So hope you make a return very soon. Haven't started this series yet, so I'll probably only be here till spoilers start. Hey, I feel that. I feel that for sure. I definitely feel what you're saying there. This show is good. I think you'll enjoy it. It's definitely a kids show, but it's a good kids show. Like I think they do a really good job. And it's not even a kids show, like as much as some of the other kids shows that they've had are. It's just as quote unquote kids showish as everything else, you know. So this is definitely something to tune in with. I think if you've watched something like E.T. or The Goonies or any of those like type of things and you appreciate them, I think this is kind of a modern Star Wars take on that same type of genre. So I do think that I think it has a little bit of something for everyone. I really do. Howdy, Vertical Sensei. Howdy there, Marisu. Yeah, indeed. We are still rocking with the vertical movement on these things. I'm going to be testing it out for a little while here just because, it's a new thing that YouTube is doing. There should be a way for me to stream simultaneously on horizontal and vertical here on the tube. And that is something that I will be looking into uh, for sure. Like I'm going to be looking into it most definitely. So, um, but I am streaming horizontally on Twitch. If you would like to tune in on the Twitch, that's where I'm at with it vertical. You know what I'm saying? We vertical over there on Twitch. So if you're getting a little seasick over here with it, how things are looking vertically, you can always jump in and check it out. Let's go slipping and snowball. Okay, that's not what I want there. Get that over there. Can I get a temp check? It's hot. It's hot. I don't know if we're at fire. Well, I think it's fire. Honestly, I think they did a really good job with what they've done. The way it starts off alone had me like I was already like, whoa, wait, this is not what I expected. Right, like very from the very jump, it just took my expectations of what I was looking for, and it definitely capitalizes on the pirate vibe, Marisu. So if you like the pirate vibe, I think you'll really like this. You've heard me talk about stuff like um uh Treasure Planet before, and I believe Treasure Island is something that is Treasure Planet is based off of Treasure Island, and I think both of those things pay homage to this series as well. It's basically E.T. meets Goonies meets Treasure Planet. Really, it's way more Treasure Planet than Treasure Island. So I'm saying that as someone who hasn't seen Treasure Island, because Treasure Planet overall, baby, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Oh look, I found I found my stuff for this. You guys don't know, we got the whiteboard, so we gonna be able to get real nerdy up in here. You can already see the whiteboard is in full use. But yeah, definitely, I think it's hot. You know, it's not cold for sure. If the temp check, all of our temp checks are hot or cold, this is hot. Like this is not cold by any means. With the elephant, the owl, and the wolf, I'm waiting for TMNT to pop up. El Grillo, yo. Yo, that's a good one. Dead ass though, because we have had so much going on. I would not be surprised if we saw some type of turtle person. Because yo, they've been going there when it comes to all of the alien races for sure. We did like there have been a ton of different alien races, and it's really dope. I like all these alien races. I think that's where Star Wars thrives, is having, a whole bunch of different aliens. And I am so ready. Oh, we did have turtle people in Ahsoka, Marisu. You're right. We did have turtle people in there. Oh shit. Well, we have the entire TMNT line going right now, and that is crazy. That's definitely crazy. I'm gonna get caught up for Creature Commandos. Fingers crossed. Creature Commandos is amazing. I love Creature Commandos. And on Thursday, the Superman trailer will be coming out. You guys, I don't know if you guys know that, but on Thursday, which is this Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken, the Superman trailer will go online, and we will be live here at Marvel Bros. Ready to watch it. We'll be doing a trailer watch party for it. Of course, recording my reaction. And then we'll also be talking about it, dissecting the video, probably going frame by frame, and just kind of checking out the entire video or the entire trailer, and kind of get it going. And I'm hyped. I'm hyped. So this Thursday, you guys, we're gonna have the Superman trailer dropping, and I am going to be doing a watch party and review for the trailer. Literally, we're going to be doing a trailer watch party and review for the Superman trailer, and it will be releasing this Thursday. On Monday, I believe, which was yesterday, I'm all backed up. That I'm all jumbled in my brain hole. On Thursday, though, on Monday, they actually did a screening for the trailer with the cast and crew. They did the cast and crew screening for the trailer. There's been nothing but good things being said. If you guys are in our Discord, I know Mike Beasy said that he has a play-by-play description of what's going to happen in the trailer. So if you jump into our Discord and go into the DC chat, if you're interested in knowing before the trailer drops, you know what I mean? If you're interested in knowing exactly what's going to happen in the trailer, you can join our Discord. And in the Discord, in the DC chat area, there is a full play-by-play of the Superman trailer for anybody who wants to jump on that early. Okay, but if you're gonna wait, if you're ready to check it out, this week on Thursday, then you'll be able to come back here. I will have a video scheduled. If I don't already, actually, I don't know if I have a video scheduled for Thursday for that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Oh my, it's already full. What's already full? Oh, my whiteboard? Oh yeah, Marisu, my whiteboard is already full, yo. These and whatnot. These are all gods in this new story that I'm working on. I have about 3 stories I'm working on right now, 3 of them. So yeah, in this one, these are basically all the different gods that there are, along with a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on in the story. So yeah, that's what this is. This is to Remy about it, and I was breaking down all of the gods and what they do and what their things are and what that connects them to, so on and so forth. So, and then she wanted to see it visually because she really likes the Olympians. And in this story that I'm making, the gods are based off of basically the Viking pantheon, the Olympians, and the Ennead, the Egyptian Ennead. So, yeah, so that's what's all on there right now. But I'm excited to really nerd out. I'm excited to really, really nerd out with it, yo. If you guys haven't already, though, make sure you guys drop a like and a share on the stream because it helps out tremendously around these parts. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it helps out so much. So please, 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 very much so, drop the likes, drop shares on the stream. And don't forget to also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to save the day with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. You can also tap in with us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. So, I appreciate y'all, and I'm ready to get into all the vibey things today. Why you're lagging every couple of minutes? Not sure what you can do about it. I'm lagging a little bit. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Close some of this stuff out. Oh, actually, let's close that. Let's close that. That. Need that stuff open. All right. I think I should be good now for a little while at least. I don't think we should be lagging. But yeah, man, tonight's episode of Skeleton Crew should be amazing. We are on the fourth episode. I believe there are a total, I don't know how many episodes there are in this show actually. And you know what we do when we're not sure of how many episodes are in the show is we pull up handy dandy TV time so we can see what is really going down. Oh wait, let me I think I might have to log in real quick. Hold up. Oh wait, no, I'm already logged in. First I'm come through, come through, come through. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let's see. Why isn't it up here? My stats are probably crazy. I've watched damn near 2,000 episodes. That's crazy. 73 movies watched. I need to start logging my movies more. That's one thing I haven't done through TV time yet is logged like all the movies I've watched. Okay, let's see. Star Trek, Creature Commandos. Where's that? Search. What is this shit called? Skeleton Crew. Skeleton. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Oh, I thought I had this added and stuff already. Interesting. All right, let's see. So we have 8 episodes this season, and we're on episode 4 tonight. So that means tonight is the halfway point, chat. And they haven't even put the episode title out. And when they don't have the episode titles out yet, it means they be tripping. you know? So I'm excited for this. This is gonna be a good one. I'm excited for today's episode. I hope it's a longer episode as well. And like I said, it's future. This is setting up the future of the Star Wars universe. So this is gonna be a good one. Like this is going to be a good one. Really pumped for it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Lord. Damn, I can't believe the episode title isn't out yet. What were the other episode titles actually while we're on this? Yo, Luz Berry, what's up with it, man? I hope you're having a good day today. G, I appreciate you tuning in with me today, man. How you doing, family? How you doing? It's Thursday, brother. The Superman trailer is gonna be dropping, and I'm excited for it. Okay, episode 1 was titled "This Could Be a Real Adventure." Episode 2 was titled "Way, Way Out Past the Barrier," and then episode 3 was titled "Very Interesting as an Astrogation Problem." Astrogation. I'm not sure what that is, but that's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm very curious as to what the hell that means and what the hell is going to be going on today. We left off on a good point last week. I've loved it, man. This episode is just gonna. I think today's episode is gonna be a banger for real, for real. So let's get. What time is it? It's 5:38. I did want to check out the new Rockstar's breakdown. I don't think we have enough time to watch the whole thing, but I still want to check it out in order to kind of get a little hyped and get a little ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Get a little hyped and ready for it, man. As you guys know, oh, here we go. As you guys know, I already have the Disney Plus open and ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? We got it open and ready to rock. We will be checking out this episode as soon as it drops. I do have it refreshing. I'll be coming over here and refreshing and making sure that the episode is there. Boom, that's how it looks when I refresh, and then it'll come out just like that. And then when the episode comes out, you'll see it right here in this area. If you don't see the episode, it ain't out yet. And sometimes we have to refresh and close stuff out and do all these other things if there's a high volume of people on the Disney Plus app or something like that. And I think this show is pretty solid. But I think the show is pretty solid. We haven't had any issues like that or anything. Um, so yeah, we'll be checking it out and we'll be vibing, and I hope everybody is ready to nerd out. Yo, Marisu, I appreciate you. It might be time for me to check out. I'll be back for book club tomorrow. Yes, we will be talking about what's going to be happening exactly for book club. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good old combo. That'll be around 3 p.m. So I'll see you then, Marisu. Yo, all right. Now, let's get into this video. Oh, it's about 27 minutes. We might have enough time to check it out. We might have enough time to check it out, chat. So we are gonna tap in with this Skeleton Crew episode 3 breakdown, just to get ready for episode 4. Yo, Willie G, what's up with it, man? How you doing, brother? I hope you're having a good day. Much love to you, brother. How you doing? How you been? What is looking like for you today? All right, let's get it. He's like, well, this is what I do. Upload another video. Hey, let us see it, G. Let us see it. Just here for the vibes, ready for the episode. Facts, man. I'm ready. This episode's about to be a banger. Oh shit! No, there is supposed to be sound. Good
Hey,
look,
once
G.
again, we start with the Lucasfilm head lineup: R2D2, Captain Silvo, who
Good
we
look,
now know for
G.
sure is John Nana Wood, aka
I
Crimson
definitely
Jack.
didn't realize the sound was off, bro. I appreciate you.
Hello there. Well. Then an RX series droid, C3PO, Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker and his wizard pod racer helmet, an AT-AT safety droid, a Mandalorian helmet, and SN33. We open episode 3 on the AT-AT City Center. Now you'll notice along the hill crest in the distant background are 2 antenna towers that I wonder might connect to the grid of red lights that we saw through the green nebular gas.
If we're gonna get some answers to what's going on here. I would hate to end this and we don't get answers. I kind of think we might get those answers in this episode, especially since this is the halfway point for the season. They definitely want us to get hyped about it. They want us. They want to hook us for the second half of what's going to be going on, and I think they're going to be able to do all of that if they really give us some answers
Clouds.
today. We have talked about, like, not just talked about, but we've seen the parents. We've heard about the parents' jobs, and I think today we might see the parents act on some of those things.
Also,
that they've
real
already
curious,
been
what
putting
happens in
forth.
this creepy dome that we see in the lower center of the opening shot? Could this be
Agreed.
the entrance to the mine if this is a mineral-rich planet that has produced all the wealth to make this one of the crown jewel planets of the Old Republic? And you'll notice each of the next two shots is a lone safety droid marching
I
from
love
the city
that.
center from the still unseen supervisor of Ad-Adin to Fern and Farah's upscale cul-de-sac. And you'll notice a few new vehicles are parked out front. Numa, Neil's mother, who's probably a saint, offers Wim's father, Wendell, some tea, while Farah, Fern's mother, says that when she was a kid, she too would sneak out and safety droids would always bring them back. So not only is being a rebellious youth in the family, we now know from this that multiple generations of families have lived in this same weird system of a planet. KB's mom,
Which is wild. Like, who would have expected there to be generations here? Like, I don't know. It seems obvious, but at the same time, it's like when she was a little girl, they were there. That's hella years. So this place has been around for like maybe 100 years, like at the most. What, like 80 at the least? She said her dad didn't let her act out or go around like that either. So it's like, damn, they've been here for hella long.
moms worry about her visor being offline and say she has very urgent medical needs. Now, it's hard to know if the visor has like an actual medical support function, like a asthma breather, or if these two are just some helicopter parents, or we're in Star Wars, so I guess LAT parents who wire up their kid with a medical alert headset to keep tabs on every heartbeat.
Bruh. Literally, we're going to be cooking today.
That I didn't initially catch in last week's breakdown, the school bus trams operated by the RX droids of Ad-Adin, when they drop the kids off at school, emit this chime.
Proceed to class. Students.
This is a pitched up
My guy
version
Neil.
of the chime that you hear when you would board the Star Tours ride at Disney parks. There's also another really cool Star Tours Easter egg later in this episode. So onto the docks of Port Borgo, and I love how they designed these docks to look like space versions of actual piers of a pirate port town. Long piers over this blue rippling shield layer that looks like the lapping waves upon the sand. Also, some rope netting just hangs from these docks. Now, some further details that we should discuss in regards to Port Borgo. I mentioned last time the connection to Borgo Prime, which canonically first came up in the 2018 reference book Star Wars
Canonically.
but the location actually dates back far further to the 1995 novel Young Jedi Knights Shadow Academy, a spaceport built into an asteroid, a colony originally established by the Rakatan invaders. Now,
Lord.
Rakata, in addition
I was
to
about to say the
being a
Rakatans.
misspelled Pokemon, was an
Shout out
ancient
to the
empire,
Rakatans.
a slaver society who actually invented
We've
hyperspace
heard about
technology,
them.
and you'll know them from Knights of the Old Republic. And unfortunately,
And
Knights of the Old
Andor.
Republic isn't considered technically canon, but it totally is. In Andor Season 1, Episode 4, they name drop the Rakatans. Luthen Rael's crystal necklace that he used as collateral for Cassian Andor, he said was a relic from the Rakatan era.
Celebrates
The
the uprising
crystal
against the
relic.
Rakatan invaders.
So, with this series referencing Old Republic credits, meaning a period thousands of years before even the prequel era or even the High Republic era that was just a couple hundred years before that, this could just be another example of Legends backstory, and I even hate calling it Legends. Can we?
I don't mind Legends. I think Legends is, I don't know. EU, I always think of Europe. That's it. Whenever I hear EU, I think of Europe. And I think when I was a kid, I thought the EU stuff meant that they were European books. I was like, what? Why does EU have its own thing? I was so confused.
Like we can't even call it expanded universe anymore. That's just so stupid. But that really cool backstory
Expanded
being
universe
brought
makes
back
sense.
into
Also, Transformers has EU right now too because theirs is Energon universe. I think Star Wars was before Transformers.
canon by one of these new Star Wars titles. We should also note that from that continuity, Borgo Prime does become inhabited by the Imperial Remnant and a financial hub for that remnant. Now, the Imperial Remnant refers to a continuation of the Empire following Palpatine's defeat at the Battle of Endor, led by Gilad Pellaeon, a follower of Grand Admiral Thrawn, which was explored in books like Timothy Zahn's Spectre of the Past and Michael Stackpole's comic series Star Wars Union. Again, stuff that for a time was considered not part of the Star Wars canon anymore, but elements of it are coming back now. Like Gilad Pellaeon has returned in this Mandalorian era that this show is in, played by Xander Berkeley in The Mandalorian Season 3, part of Moff Gideon's Shadow Council. And of course, that's got to connect to Thrawn, who has been established as still alive as of the Ahsoka series and currently regrouping on the planet Dathomir. Now, I don't know if any of this context will be important to the Skeleton Crew series, but it could just be one way that this show ends up connecting the dots with what Dave Filoni is cooking up with those other series. Now, down in the brig,
he is cooking up with the other series,
these
for
kids.
sure.
He uses that old Jedi trick of creating a diversion sound to direct the guards down the hallway. We've seen other Jedi do this before, but also something that probably any skilled Force practitioner could figure out by practice.
Makes sense.
Practice. Let's get to your ship.
Jod says that he didn't use the Force to sneak out before because he didn't yet have a ship to exit on. Wim defends Jod.
Jedis are the defenders of justice and keepers of peace in the galaxy. Everybody knows that.
Wim is evoking Obi-Wan Kenobi's line about the Jedi Knights in the 1977 Star Wars film.
That is what everybody knows.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice in the Old Republic.
Now, that line was technically our first mention of the Old Republic before
It's
George
like
Lucas had a
everybody
fully
knows
formed idea
that.
of what that era even was, but it suggests that Wim's story pad was based on censored legends of the Jedi from that time in particular, omitting all of the
That story
recent drama
pad's
from the Clone
awesome.
Wars through the Galactic Civil War. Also, I appreciate how he says Jedis, adding the S to make it plural, despite the fact that Jedi, J-E-D-I, can be both singular or plural. But you know, Wim is a kid.
Yeah.
This is
Bring
totally
me that
understandable.
Jedi
It
or
also
bring me
just shows
those
how his
Jedi.
knowledge of Jedi lore is limited. KB proves that she can sense robotic guards with just her visor. This one looks like a TO interrogator droid, like the one used on Leia on the Death Star in A New Hope, but this one has been modified with different colors. They sort of mix the sound of an Imperial probe droid that we heard in The Empire Strikes Back with its whirring hover noises from A New Hope. Fern mocks Jod's Force influence.
Interesting.
He's got the Force too.
The Force flows through us all.
You know, he's not wrong, but the way
I'm
Jim
not
Bundle-
gonna lie, he was so quick with those responses, bro. He had me
There's a
rolling.
line.
I was
Doesn't
like,
that kind of
bro.
feel like a self-aware platitude
such
that
a
makes fun
menace.
of the way some Star Wars titles have just given Force sensitivity to, it seems, everybody? And I didn't point this out last week, but Fern wears her jacket inside out versus when she talked to her mom in their house, where she reversed it to be proper with the tan side facing out. This just shows her rebel nature and her old punk approach to the status patches that her mom seems to care about so much.
My mom makes me
Mom
wear
cares
it.
about him a
John
lot.
takes
Yo,
them-
we're T-minus 10 minutes out until Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 4. I am excited to jump into it, chat. It's going to be a really good episode. Don't forget to drop all your thoughts, theories, and questions in the comment section down below for Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 5, and we will jump in to them.
Through the crowded port where they pass some Jawas at the bar and we see some pirates fighting, and I'm pretty sure we hear the Huttese profanity of poodoo, which of course means shit. Actually, the Clatunian pirate that we saw last episode at Port Borgo is getting a tattoo of the Hutt clan that we saw on Jabba the Hutt's arm in Return of the
Poodoo
Jedi.
is
Now, the
crazy.
wide shot of the market that kind of looks like
It's
some
like poop and
Togruta
doo-doo.
lacoo hanging
Poodoo.
from the shop, or at least I hope just a tapestry
rip.
or a blanket that looks like it's in this pattern, because otherwise it might be like a hunting trophy or like some skins of Ahsoka's people. God, I hope not. There's also a ship out there on the far right that looks like
That'd be
the
pretty
Razor
badass.
Crest. Remember Din Djarin's first ship? Now, of course, that was destroyed in season 2, so maybe it's just, you know, an asset Easter egg. We also know that in addition to Hondo Onaka's ship,
But yeah, this
moored
is
at
like
this
after
port,
all of
another
that
one of the
stuff,
docked
huh?
ships is the original design of the Millennium Falcon for the 1977 film before it was redesigned into the shape that we're
Oh.
more familiar with. This more linear design ended up being used for the design of the
penis
Tantive
design.
4 in the opening shot of the film. This is such a cool detail, and you know, I'm gonna watch every Star Wars everything just to see when the artists add things like this in. And if you love what New Rockstars does and want to help support us do more of it, we know and longtime Star Wars actor First Legion confirmed that the Teak, who speaks Huttese, was voiced by longtime Star Wars actor Sam Witwer, and that the Teak's
That's
Huttese
dope.
cover of Major Tom that Star Wars released a lyric video for on
excuse
YouTube
me.
was produced and
I
sang
didn't
by
even know
Matthew
they
Wood
did that.
and David Collins. And with all
Nah,
the
that's
ET references on the
crazy.
series, many have pointed out that this tubular ferry boat recalls the airlocked plastic tube tunnels used by the government scientists in ET. As Wim points out their ship to Jod, notice how in the foreground, Neil just picks up the blaster that Jod had just set down and then like is afraid that he's holding this deadly weapon and then just places it back down on the bench like nothing happened. As they approach the Onyx Cinder, there is a pigpen-esque
Whoa.
stink cloud of dirt and rust hovering around it, still giving off some residual grime from being buried for so long on At-Atten. Now, Jod does not care about leaving SM-33 behind. He correctly points out that no droid left behind is not an official Jedi saying.
I thought the Jedi never left a man behind.
Though, we should note, in practice, a lot of Jedi that we have seen, including Luke
Yeah,
Skywalker
I never
with
leave a
R2
man
and 3PO,
behind. It's
Rey with
hilarious.
BD-8, Anakin
That's hella
with R2
funny.
and 3PO, Cal Kestis with BD-1, Ahsoka with Huyang, Ezra with Chopper. They often have droid companions and probably would not be okay leaving those droids behind to die. So I want to know what droid let Jod down. Was it Chopper? Because Chopper is a war criminal and we can't trust Chopper. We should leave Chopper behind. Jod warns that they will be captured and back in the brig before they can say parsec, an obvious nod of the unit of distance that the Millennium Falcon could do the Kessel Run in less than 12 of, though I appreciate how Jod uses the term as something that it would take a short amount of time to say, turning it back into a unit of time in a way. So Jod reluctantly decides to go back for SM-33.
Silver was escaped from the brig.
Aha! So A, in case there was any
Silvo
doubt,
was
Jod
escaped
Nana Wood is that mutinied Captain Silvo from the prologue scene, and B, the guy shouting this has the same type of face as Dr. Evazan from the Mos Eisley Cantina in A New Hope, the buddy of Ponda Baba, the Aqualish. Dr. Evazan was a cosmetic surgeon, and his face looked that way because he was disfigured by a bounty hunter, probably on behalf of some disgruntled former patient. Also, listen to Mick Giacchino's score here.
Oh. Good boy.
Doesn't it kind of sound like he's sampling Klaus
exhausted.
Badelt in Hans Zimmer's Swords Crossed theme from Pirates of the Caribbean? You remember the music when Elizabeth Swann sees the Black Pearl crew's true skeletal form in the moonlight?
Nope. Oh,
Thank you to BetterHelp
Yeah,
for sponsoring this
actually,
video.
that
December
was-
has got everybody thinking
that was exactly it.
therapy.
Jod wakes up the first droid.
Hello, I am CZD290.
Oh, this poor idiot is a CZ droid. We saw CZ1 among the Jawas scrapped items along with 3PO on the Sandcrawler on Tatooine in A New Hope, and the CZ droid was based on Ralph McQuarrie's original designs for what ended up becoming 3PO. Then this one,
The prince is in danger. Quickly, I must save the prince. We must go this way. Where? I can't see.
yes, very lost in
Where?
space,
I
right?
can't
But there
see.
was an arc concerning a prince in the Star Wars Droids
Damn.
cartoon. There was also a protocol droid named 104TO, aka Bug Eyes, that got destroyed while protecting Prince Zizor of the Black Sun in a Legends story. So maybe this is like an alternate version of 3PO. Now, John Watts and Chris Ford were asked if this was a specific reference to one of those things, but they just didn't really answer the question in the interview. And I'm very frustrated. Then, of course, this poor separatist era battle droid. Oh my god. So this is a gag that we saw in the Bad Batch when another battle droid was asked
T
this
minus
upon waking
5
up on the
minutes,
assembly
chat.
line.
I don't know.
T minus
These were
5
both
minutes.
probably droids who were shut down during the Battle of Naboo by Anakin blowing up the Trade Federation ship, who now were just kind of woken up years later wondering how that battle ended. To answer the question, no,
Oh,
you very
you
much
did
did not
not-
win.
you did
So
not win
Jod
at
is
all.
found by an Ishi-Tib former crewmate named Benjar Pranik, who is voiced by the great Alfred Molina, someone with a long history with Lucasfilm as Satipo in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and obviously worked with John Watts in Spider-Man No Way Home. Also in the background, don't these droid parts look like the arms of a WED Treadwell repair droid? Maybe separated from the base and hung upside down? Another droid that was also with the Jawas on the Sandcrawler in A New Hope. Also, obviously in the background, there's gonna be a Gonk power droid back there. Also, this whole scene with Alfred Molina's character is one take, and it's very Spielberg and the subtlety of that one take. It's just a lot of different setups. It seems like about 4 or 5 different setups where the camera just doesn't even cut. Meanwhile, the kids debate how Jod floated the keys. Again, all eyes on Neil in this moment. He's got a stick or something stupid that he's trying to levitate with his hand. Oh, Neil, what are you doing? Fern Picard mentions a repulsor
He's like,
lift
"I
and
can
a
do
tractor beam
it."
as ways that you could float things without the force. A repulsor lift is that floating table. We saw one of these earlier in the brig level and also around Cloud City on Empire. Tractor beam, of course, is what larger ships use to draw in a smaller craft like the Death Star did to the Falcon. The kids debate if Jod wants this mythical treasure on Ad-Aden, while in the background you can begin to see Jod fleeing the other pirates' blaster fire through the cockpit windows behind the kids. Jod ends up pulls the dagger out of the
here we go.
skeleton. If you listen closely, you can
Let's
hear a
let's get a
ghostly
little skippy whippy as we get closer to the actual episode
What
dropping.
does this mean?
Should be
This
dropping
ship
anytime
is haunted.
now.
The kids speculate what the great work
T
of
minus
Ad-Aden
3
is really
minutes
all
until
about. Their parents work
episode
in admin
4
or
is
as
out.
analysts, analyzing something about money. It may be unrelated, but there was a series of great works in the High Republic stories, which included the
Here, what
Starlight
up with
Beacon.
Mike Beasley?
These were
How
the
you
work of
doing,
Supreme
G?
Chancellor
What
Lena
up,
So,
doing?
and the Jedi on Whim's storypad was named Lena. Now again, the High Republic was just a few hundred years before this. The Old Republic, where these dataries come from, is several thousands of years before this. For what it's worth, I was asking about the table of 5 type of math that Wendell was quizzing Whim on in the first episode, and a comment on last week's breakdown explained that 1.6094 is the natural logarithm of 5, meaning ln parenthesis 5 equals 1.
Okay, so that is right, chat. We are 2 minutes out from the episode, and I am so excited to get into it. I'm not gonna lie, chat. This show has been so good. I'm so happy for it. I'm happy to be able to check it out today, and I'm happy to be able to watch it with all of you lovely people. Now, if you're new around here, I am not going to be able to show you the entirety of the episode from start to finish because I just can't do that. That the YouTube gods will literally come through and stop everything we're doing here, and it will just not be good. But what I can do is periodically show it just like that, and then after a little while of it vibing with us, it'll disappear. Okay? And then that'll just be having to go on throughout the episode, and I'll try to, highlight very important moments in order to, not have the copyright guides come and terrorize us. But if you want to tune in with everything, you can vibe with us over there on Discord and or Twitch in order to get the full, the full access pass. You know what I'm saying? That full access pass. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too. T minus 1 minute until that new episode is out and online. Chat, I'm ready. I am ready. I'm Mr. Tibbs. All right. It is 6 o'clock on the dot. Can't say I remember no Atten. 39 minutes. Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one, chat. All right, we are going to press play and enjoy this episode together. On 3, we will do our sacred countdown, and we will press play on 3. Okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's get into it, baby. No audio. Sorry, chat. Oh, I forgot about this. This is going to be really good. Whoa. Wow. That's going to be fire. I'm ready. All right, chat. We are in it. In Silvo. Shout out to Professor Who. Damn. Oh shit. Crazy. They've answered so many questions already, and today is that halfway mark. So maybe we'll finally figure out what's happened with the ship and the last crew. That's kind of the vibe of what I would like to see here. It feels like home. Beautiful, man. Like, man. Oh, that just looks so good. Whoa. This is beautiful. Wait, they're back at Atten? What? Is that not at Atten? Is it gonna be like a planet that's just like at Atten, but not at Atten? Initiating babysitting sequence. Ah, bruh, SM-33 is a menace. That's actually true. So is this like one of the 9? So one of the 9 planets that failed at their job. Yeah. I was like, yo, there's no way that they got back to to the planet that fast. Yo, what's up with the Gribil? Oh shit. The SM-33 is not the one at Akron. Oh. Okay, so this is where the Treasure Planet vibes come in again, where he has a missing piece of his mind, but he actually does have all the information that's needed. I like it. Oh. Oh. It's giving Fallout vibes. But instead of a bunker, it's an entire planet. Yeah, everything is pretty creepy. Yo, so the kids are okay. I'm here for it. Thank you. Are those their parents? Yeah, the kid is lit. Whoa. What the hell? What? We must slip way. So this planet went to hell a long time ago and they're thugging it out. The kids are basically raising themselves, no school. Oh, bro, I love it. That shit was so unnecessary. She just slide canceled. Bro, it's on. Dude doing in Star Wars. Thank you. Bruh, so many Fallout vibes, bro. Bro tried to warn him, bro. He said, "No, yeah, warriors just like this." Oh snap! He grabbed him by his trunk, you know. Was that a giant frog? The old ones say each generation grows weaker. So this shit's been going on forever. They're literally holding experiments, yo. Bro, our guy's a good little dude. Not only is generational war crazy, yo, but yeah. Damn. Okay, not only is it crazy that there's a generational war on this planet, but there's a generational war on this planet. You know what I mean? I got Neil be spitting, yo. So do they not know anything about the wars either? Like, bro, what? Yo, Neil is a little flirt, yo. He was trying to holler at the old girl in his class. He on this other planet trying to holler at her. Whoa. What? Just win the battle. Okay, so I just realized that this dude is using child soldiers. Oh my god, wait a minute. This is not. Wait, this is so messed up. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh shit. Wait. Bruh, this is crazy. Damn. Well, this turned dark. Bruh. Hey, look at my guy win though. You don't have to. Bro has a child army. Oh. Oh. John Wood for the win. Did they kill everyone? He also just wants the money, but oh. He's like, oh shit. Has plenty of My house has plenty of room. Then Neil is the Rizzler, bro. Slow mo, the slow mo hair and ear flops in the wind is just crazy. She kissed his trunk. Neil Rizzy is killing me, yo. Riz chat? Oh. Yo. Going up still. Can't say I remember no Atten. What, 9 pillars? Of course you did, Neil. Our good boy. Bruh, this is crazy. A couple 100 million. Oh damn. Yo, don't care what nobody say. This is the best group of acting children I have seen in a very long time. Especially because they're all like under the age of 13, bro. Like they are killing it. She is, bro. She is killing the game. Gosh, wait, hold on. Boom, idea. Damn, not the loophole. It's gonna end, isn't it? Oh, no, Smee. Oh my god. Yo, why was I mad nervous for my guy Neil just now? Like, I was terrified for Neil for about 3 seconds right there. Hell no. Hell no. Bruh. Neil. Bruh, Neil hyperventilated and passed out, bruh. He was like, yeah, that was pretty. Like, bruh, I was not ready for that. I ain't gonna lie. That was crazy. What a good episode, chat. That was hella good. Ooh, that was such a good one. Wow. I really enjoy this show. I think they do a goddamn good job, man. Like that's all I know is they do a goddamn good job. These kids again, like I just love it all the way across the board. It's a really good show. It's a really good show. Can't say I remember no at W way to kind of put all that together. Like, wow. And it's like, oh yeah, it's just super. And then it's like, oh wow, why was it so easy for them to, for them to get it to him to remember or whatever? And then boom, he immediately starts trying to murder everybody. I love it. I wonder if his old captain is going to end up being anyone of significance, but I don't know how that could be possible, but like I don't know. That's just wild. But let me know how you guys feel about episode 4 of Skeleton Crew in the comment section down below as I get into my overall thoughts and review for episode 4 of Skeleton Crew. Got done watching episode 4 of Skeleton Crew, and man, I had yet another wonderful time with this episode, man, with this show. Of course, it continues to be beautiful. It continues to just do all the things that I needed to do on a scale on a, I think it does Star Wars on a very specific scale. Not too I mean, we're going to different planets and we're doing all these different things, but it doesn't feel too like out. I don't even know what the words I'm trying to look for is, but it doesn't feel out of worldly. It feels very grounded still, which is weird. It feels very grounded as a Star Wars story, and I just really appreciate that. And I like the way that we get to see Jad Nawood just continue to, kind of care about the kids more so and all these different things. Like it's pretty solid. I really like it. I like the kids' dynamic with each other. I love the relationship that they have as friends. That's something that definitely stands out to me quite a bit here. And I want to know what's going on. I mean, in this episode, we did get to see, we got to see a lot of things occur, but we also got some subtle answers to some questions. Like things about like, oh, the Supreme Chancellor and all these other things, and how these planets are actually connected in some type of way. And a lot of other lore and world building regarding the solar or the planetary system that Atten exists within, because these planets all know about each other, but no one knows about them, which is very interesting. As we proceeded through the episode, of course, it's beautiful, as I was saying, but it just gave me a vibe of, I said it very early on, but it gave me a Fallout vibe, of like all of these different planets are basically bunkers instead of being actual planets. As they see a place that looks very similar to like one of their houses, Neil is like, yo, this tree is already grown and stuff, so there's no way that this could be our actual home. And Neil got to shine in this episode. This was very much a Neil centric episode, which was really cool. I love to see Neil do his Neil thing. Um, just every time we see Neil, he's just definitely he's definitely being himself. We also see Captain Silvo Jarna going through all of the kids' stuff, finding their money and things and that actually ends up paying off later, pun intended. But that ends up, coming back around as being a very important thing. And Smee was just not playing with bruh at all. I love the way that Smee does not play these games and is not BS around. He's there for one reason, and it's to make sure that he don't remember Atten, you know? I don't know if anyone has ever watched Viva La. What is it called? It's like Viva La something. It's not Viva La Vegas, but it's Viva La Bam or not Viva La Bam. It's a show on YouTube. They're YouTubers and they do like NPC stuff sometimes. They do like a little office they do sketches on their YouTube channel. And they're on one the dude saying can't go can't remember Atten. It just reminds me of one of the things that one of the characters on the Viva La YouTube channel does, and I think it's really cool. This episode had some beautiful cinematography. We got to see some really beautiful shots, like just back to back. Like, look at those shots, man. They did a really good job, just zeroing in and circling everything back together. Then we're introduced to the kids of this planet, which is wild to figure out that, hey, all these other planets may possibly also have people that live on them. These planets are not empty. They are occupied by human beings. There was a supreme chancellor or whatever the hell you want to call it on every single one of these planets as well. But this just went to shit a lot sooner, which is wild. I have so many questions as to why. Like I need so much more information as we continue to learn more about who these kids are and some of the lore behind them. Before we get to that point, we're introduced to the girl Hannah's father, and we find out that, well, he has child soldiers, so we're gonna take that for whatever it is. He has child soldiers actively working for him, actively doing these different things, and it was crazy to see that going on. It was crazy to see that this planet is so far from anything that we know that they have straight up child soldiers rocking out here in the streets, fighting wars, hitting raids. And those kids are literally like the same age as our band of children are that we're rocking with, Captain Fern and the rest of the Motley crew. And that is crazy. That's crazy to see that, man. And I love it. Super weird that he says bless your hides when talking and he's looking at Neil, almost like he wants, to get bro. But I don't know, man. I really like this episode. It was super interesting. Again, the lore was incredible to find out that this is just not how their planet has never been the way that Atten is now. Or maybe it was, but it was generations ago. They say that they've been fighting for generations. They've been doing these wars for generations and they don't even remember what they are all fighting for. So they are all still on the planet. They're all still doing what they need to do in order to survive. But at what cost? Why? Like, what is the reason behind it? Why are these things happening? And they don't even know. And I think it's very possible, like very possible, that they are still like the Supreme Chancellor is still there, and all the things that they're doing on this planet is possibly just a part of the plan. Because like when you think about how some of the bunkers did go to shit on their own. So, but I really just feel like we are getting a full-blown Fallout bunker planetary vibe here, and I am so down for that. Like I think it's a really good idea. And I think there's about 9 different planet bunkers. For whatever reason, I don't know what they're training to do or what they're attempting to unleash by doing these different things. but we see that it basically failed miserably on this planet. But for some reason, they got these big ass weapons. I don't know why they have these giant planetary defense devices. This is on top of something that was a school before, mind you. Like, this place was a school. So these defenses are everywhere, and that is wild. That's probably a little foreshadowing to us seeing those things being used, maybe like on the season finale or something like that. I'm not sure. Um, but this was awesome. This was a great episode, and like I said earlier, we got to really see Neil get the spotlight in this episode and being, not just a happy good boy, but also a straight up Rizzler, yo. Like, Riz was on 10,000. I don't know what was up with young Neil, but he was straight risen out the trunk, yo. Like, bro, he keeps Riz in that trunk. You know what I'm saying? And bro was using every ounce of it, bro. He was rizzing her up left and right, bro. And not only that, but bro's actually spitting really some wisdom in this episode, and he was like not just running with everything because everyone else said to do something. He started making his own decisions and was like, no, this isn't right, or yes, this is right, so on and so forth. And I love seeing these characters grow in these ways. It's just really dope. It's really dope. And he's like, yo, yeah, I just like it. I like it. But and then we now they're at the front line, and this is where it's like, oh, bro has child soldiers for real. And this is what that means. Like, yeah, he's utilizing them in every way so him and his boys are good. Like, everyone hides and he forces them to go. So I'm pretty sure this is probably something that he does very often with even his other child soldiers. And sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. But you can see that it's been going down, especially since they have like tanks and stuff like that. So you're safe to assume that that's the same way it'll be on Atten. It'll be very similar to how that is. And I love that, like, again, Neil was shining in this episode because he's like, as the boss dude's like, all right, get ready to go. Look at Neil. Neil is killing me, bro. Like, Neil is hilarious, yo. He's like, wait, what? Us? You want us to do it? Why would we do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I love it. Neil makes me laugh, bro. He really does. He be having me rolling. Um, and I love that Hannah chose to go with him so Neil didn't have to be scared. And she's even like, yo, in the face of being scared, you just gotta be close with your friends, and your friends can get you through anything. And that's a beautiful message. And then we see our guy Jod Nah come out the mist like goddamn Kelsier, bro. Like, I don't know what was going on. And of course, bro is there to save the day once again. That's all we've been seeing him do. I don't know if we're gonna see Jod Nah go evil for real, or if he actually gives it all up for the like for the kids. Like, is it gonna be like the treasure is the joy of helping those around you, or is it gonna be like, nah, bro, I want the treasure so I can get my crew back for show for show. I am Captain Jack Silvo. Crazy good episode though. Very interesting that the supreme chancellor, whatever the hell they're called, stood up in a tower overlooking the city, and that's kind of like where they live. I hope we get to see that in next week's episode from the point of view of the parents, because that would be nice. I'm not gonna lie, that would be very nice. And I like the way that Jod gives this kind of look over the shoulder, like how it feels so much like he really cares about these kids, especially when he goes and saves them, and then Neil runs up to him and he's like, "Yo, we're saved." And then he just kind of like embraces him as being, his, like, these are my kids, you know what I mean? Like, look, even Fern was happy, like, and then look, like, boom, and then he like, yeah, man, I like it. I like it, bro. I like the vibe that he gives off, man. He gives off a really good vibe. And even if he does end up not caring about these kids and pulling a straight penguin, which would be insane, I would really still be down for that, you know? I would really still be down for that. And we can't forget about my boy Neil, Rizmaster 10,000. And then we get this slow motion shot of him for some reason, yo. The creators on this show are hilarious, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like they are the kid humor in this is really funny. Like it makes me laugh. Like the type of humor that they got here, you know, in this setting and the way they use it, they don't use it overwhelmingly. It's sparingly used across the episode to where there's, you know, there's some funny moments like how the girl just slid for no reason. Like for us, we're like, what the heck? But for kids, they're like, oh, cool. You know, like I like those little cheesy, corny things, and the little tidbits of what that could actually mean too. But as we get to the top of the chancellor's office or the supreme Kai's office, whatever the hell this is, as we get open the door and walk through, it looks pretty open and spacious and well, it looks devastated because of how everything in this planet is a ruin of what once was, and this room is not against that fact. They go around and they end up finding that there are multiple pillars in on each there are multiple pillars within the building that all have the galactic coordinates and names of these secret planets that no one else knows about. No one else except the supreme Kais of these planets, which is very interesting. And I definitely want to know where that goes to. And if you even think about it, when they went into the planet at first, controls immediately took over and was forcing them to land. Who was doing that? I don't believe it was any of these people doing it purposefully. I think these planets have some type of not magnet system, but they have some type of automated system to defend themselves against intruders of certain kinds. And maybe after all the fighting, it kind of turned off some of those activations and put it into manual instead. Which, hey, I'm here for that. That little girl, man, Jen just Fern, excuse me. Who is Jen? Jen is from Dune Prophecy. Fern is awesome. Fern did a great job in this episode as well. I love the way that John is like, all right, man, go cheer her up and lock the captain back in so we can make shit happen. That I just like everything works, man. And this little girl, yo, she is killing it. The dynamic, the friendship, the emotion, the intensity of said emotion. Beautiful acting, beautiful story. Like the storytelling is really, really going off. And I did not expect that. But then we get hit with the loophole, right? She's basically like, hey, man, if you were told not to, remember this, well, I'm your captain now. So remember, override your forget systems. And then he does override those forget systems and he starts remembering all the things that happened. And he remembers that he saw his captain kill the entire crew. Basically, anyone who knew about Atten or saw the coordinates was a dead man because bro was really greedy. And then, not only that, he also wipes Smee's memory from doing it, and then he told him if anyone ever comes poking around to go crazy and murder everyone, and literally actually told him to pull them apart, which is a crazy thing to say. But bro started extending, and it was like, bro, I thought it was really about to go down. I had no idea what was gonna be occurring next, man. But they really, really went above and beyond with giving us the lore in this fresh way and circling it back in with like the Lost Boys, or like just the other kid type of people that are there. And then we also get to see our good friend Neil stand up for himself and his friends. And I definitely thought it was gonna be over for our guy Neil here. I was like, oh yeah, bro, he's dead. He thought he was dead too. Oh, poor Neil. Neil thought it was over. Neil thought it was over, bro. Poor guy. He really thought it was over, man. And he's like, and then he just passes out. That was comedy. They're like, Neil, you saved us. That was so brave. And he was like, yep, I'm brave. I'm brave. I got, and just passes out, bro. What an episode, man. It's literally hitting the funny factor. It's hitting the heartstrings. It's getting emotional still. And I'm ready to lock in, yo. I'm ready to lock in. This is literally the halfway point. So I think from here it gets a lot more. The stakes get a little bit higher, and I think that humor is really going to not be used too much. I think it's going to be used in light of how dark this story is actually going to unfold. Because as we see, one of these planets have already basically become an apocalyptic version of themselves. I think it's safe to say all versions of these planets are dystopian in some type of way. And we continue into the next half of this season, it's going to be super, super interesting to see how these plot threads coincide with one another. And I really want to know who the captain is, and also who the Supreme Kai Chancellor Palpatine could be. You know? So those are my thoughts and theories, and some highlights of this episode for me. Let me know how you guys felt about it in the comment section down below. Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Did you want a little more? Did you want a little less? How were you feeling? Let me know in the comment section down below. That was definitely a W episode. I was ready, but I wasn't ready for it to be like so fun. Like that was a very funny that was a very funny episode, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I like that. Very lighthearted. That's what I'll say. That was a very lighthearted episode, and I definitely appreciate that lightheartedness. But yeah, chat, drop all your thoughts, theories, and questions for this episode in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? How are we feeling? I'm excited for next week's episode. It's going to be a banger for sure. So you guys definitely subscribe, turn that notification bell on, because we will, of course, be getting into all of those different episodes going into the next week, next 4 weeks, because we do have 4 episodes left. And so it should be a good old time. Tomorrow we're going to be doing our book club stuff, getting ready for that. And we are also, we're just getting hyped, man. We're getting it locked in, rocked in, and we are ready to, get it popping. So make sure you guys like the video. If you like the video, don't forget to follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to save the day with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever particular thing I may be partaking in at that particular time. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all of the above. You can follow me and show all that love and support how you choose to. You can also follow us on all forms of social media at Marvel Bros to save the day with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. We do have a Twitch channel, a Blue Sky, YouTube, Twitter, and everything in between. So if you guys are on any of those platforms, you can always get in contact with us and stay in contact with us. Not just us, but also the latest news, movie reviews, and other related content just like this. You guys have been an amazing audience today. These episodes were fire. I am exhausted, and that's why I'm kind of getting the hell up out of here, because your boy's about to go. I'm about to go to sleep right this second, but I'm about to go to sleep early tonight because I'm tired. You feel me? So it's been a good one. You guys have been a good one. I've been loving this show. I hope it continues to be really good. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, evening, or whatever time it may be, wherever you may be. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excel.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update,
On today's pop culture news update,